Again, they lost in 7 to the Kobe Bryant Lakers. But the balance of it was there, though. It balanced out. When you looked at the NBA Finals this past season, when they got swept, how much, as a fan, did you really be like, man, this is fair? LeBron dropped 51 game, won and lost. He dropped a triple-double in this series. He averaged 34 points in the NBA Finals, and he still couldn't get the job done. I went back and looked at the finals that he has played against the Spurs back in 07 when he took Cleveland to the finals for the first time. And, easily, if you'd have played with the team that he got now against that Spurs team, it'd have been 2-2 after the first 2 losses in San Antonio. And possibly this could have been a different series. And that was a worse roster than what they got. On paper, that was a worse roster. And Julian Zagowski was only averaging about 7-8 points in the series. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Boobie Gibson, the man that was married to Keisha Coles, was a key factor. Larry Hughes, for God's sake, Antoine Jameson. You get what I'm saying? And then you got people like Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, all these other guys, Rodney Hood, guys, big key guys that was on other teams making big contributions and ain't doing much of nothing for you. Whew. So we gotta see. I'm interested to see what's happening July 1st, guys. I'm telling you that the truth. The truth shall set you free. Hallelujah, somebody. Because this, I don't have a clue on how to react to this season. Let's go ahead on. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I got some other things to do on my birthday. Let's talk about, like I said, we are going to talk a little bit about the NFL. And, it's almost that time. We are 80 days away from football season. Like, for real. So we about 80. I mean, we closer to college football probably than ever. So I'm interested for that. I had to put the music on, man. I'm so excited for football season. Everything, especially with the Saints. The Saints, what they're doing. Seeing how they're going to respond back from that loss early in the year in January. See how we're going to come back. Try to attend a few games. I want to see what LSU going to do since they got a quarterback now against Miami. Still see if we're going to try to go to that game or whatever. But it's not talk about my teams today. We're going to talk about my cousin team, Steven Williams, and his division in the AFC East. Technically, this is my second favorite team in this division, would be the New York Jets. So we're going to talk about the AFC East today. The Patriots have won the last, 8 titles. The last team to win the AFC East was the Miami Dolphins went 11-5 record. That season, they lost in the first round, I believe, in the playoffs. So the Patriots been the dominant people over this division for the last 8 years, and ain't nothing we can do about it at all. So let's go ahead. We're going to talk about my second favorite team, my New York Jets, 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 this afternoon. So let's talk about both. They're actually in this division. There's been 2 teams who drafted quarterbacks, and the Jets was one of them. Sam Darnold did come out the draft out of USC. He went to the Jets this season. They also signed Teddy Bridgewater this year. They signed Isaiah Crowell. Remember, Matt Forte did retire this year. They signed Spencer Long and Travis Swanson this season. They signed Terrell Pryor this year. Andre Roberts, Tremaine Johnson, more. They got more. They bring back Morris Claiborne, and everything else. So overall, in free agency and through the draft, and I don't have all the draft stuff up, but overall, they got a solid beat. Now, how much of a difference? Now, granted, the Jets last season was in a lot of ball games. They didn't get blown out. I think the worst loss they had was like 12 to New Orleans. So they was in every game this past season. But that's the way of the stick. Sometimes you finish on the worst side than the better side. So 5-11 last year was the New York Jets. How much of an improvement can they make this season going into the 2018-2019 season. Now, granted, I don't have them as the division winners. Maybe probably third, or if they sneak up on the Dolphins. I got the Miami probably coming in fourth. So probably between Buffalo and the Jets going to probably fight for that second spot. And could they be, for the second straight year, two teams out the AFC make the playoff? AFC East make the playoffs. Miami went year before, and last season was the Buffalo Bills. So not too sure, but I got them teaming between the second and third spot. Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins this season, remember, they traded away Jarvis Landry to the Cleveland Browns and company. They also lost Ndamukong Suh this past season. They also lost Julius Thomas. They also, good God, I can name. They signed Brock Osweiler. They got, Jesus Christ. Look, I ain't got time to go through all of the problems they went through this season. But the Miami Dolphins, I don't see, Tannehill is only going to be as good as far as they take him, to a degree. I don't know. I think this team probably going to be the worst in the division. I think they're going to finish fourth in this division this season. Maybe probably with a record of about 5-11, maybe 6-10 or 4-12. I don't see the Miami Dolphins coming in. I don't see them making no noise this season. I don't see them making a lot of noise for this season. So I got them coming in dead last in the division this year. Now, granted, they got Minka Fitzpatrick. I think that's a great building tool for years to come. But as of right now, I don't think that's going to be doing nothing for the New York Jets. Now let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. The Bills did get A.J. McCarron as a quarterback, and they also got Josh Allen this season in the draft. They also got this year Chris Ivory in. They got Chris Ivory in free agency this year. They also went out and got. Remember, they got the Kelvin Benjamin trade in the middle of the season. This season, I think the Bills going to be as good as far as the Bills want to go. See if they can repeat. I remember last year they had remember when the Saints ran on them all day. They just kept running the football on them all day. They traded Tyrod Taylor. He's gone, and they got rid of him. And now it's going to be between McCarron and Josh Allen. But I think McCarron going to be your day one guy going into week one, day one for the Buffalo Bills. So once again, like I said, I think they could be at once again 9-7. Maybe shock a few more people, be 10-6. Like I said, between them and the Jets are looking at between the spots at the 9-7 spot, I think, to a degree. Because I think the Jets going to make a few more surprises than what you think in this year. Now, here's my division winner, regardless, the New England Patriots, who lost. Remember, they lost Amendola. They traded Brandon Cooks. They wound up drafting Sony Michel. They signed Jordan Matthews. So they, and I could keep going. They also signed Jeremy Hill and Matt Tobin and Andre Claiborne. So they starting to get back to their roots again. So there's no doubt in my mind, I think that the New England Patriots going to win this division again, possibly looking at 12-4, 13-3, like they always do. As long as Belichick and Brady's there, I think they have a chance. I do want to make this bold prediction. I don't think we're going to see them much longer in this league. I think Belichick might be on his way out, and possibly it might be almost time for Brady to retire, because there's been some reports that he's been thinking about it. So we will see what's going to happen with the New England Patriots coming up soon this week. So probably next show we're going to get into another AFC team, AFC division, the AFC. Probably we might go AFC West. We're probably going to tackle a hard one with the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, and the Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders. But on that note, guys, I got some things to go do. I'm going to spend some time with a little family this afternoon. Go eat a little red beans that my mother cooked. I'm so blessed to be talking to you guys. We're going to get into more coming up, man. I love all you guys. Share with somebody. Share with a friend. Share with a family member. Let them know we about to, this year, from here on now, going into 2019 for next year, we're going to make some major improvements with this, and we're going to get this thing moving a lot better than what we have, especially going into football season, getting ready for week 1, Saints versus Buccaneers, week 1. Getting ready for that one. I love you guys. God bless you. Share, subscribe to Spreaker, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we're going to be back probably getting ready before the draft. Might try to come back maybe Wednesday, Thursday, or we might come after the draft, maybe Friday. And we out.